Hi, my name is Macy Palmianki. Thank you for joining me for my presentation over student diversity. Students differ. They differ in ethnicity, culture, social class, and home language. Although these differences exist, teachers must find a way to create equal opportunity for every child in the classroom. That statement is much easier said than done, and I know firsthand because I have a student this year who is Hispanic and his primary language is Spanish. He comes from a home where there's absolutely no English spoken, so the classroom is the only time where he ever hears the English language. When the student moved here, he was very uncomfortable, and I don't blame him. He had 17 people talking to him all day in a language that he didn't understand. So my first goal was to create an environment where he felt safe and he felt comfortable. It did take a few weeks to get this comfort level established, but now that I've done that, it's time for the learning to take place. This student is considered an English learner, meaning that he has not acquired an adequate level of English to succeed in an English-only program. So to teach this English language learner, I have done lots of modeling. I speak very slow, clear. I model exactly how I want the student to use our language. I provide examples of other students' work so he will know exactly what I expect of him. We also offer one-on-one sessions for this student, and he participates in small group learning. He's pulled out of my classroom twice per day for one-on-one learning, and during this time they really work to expand that vocabulary. And then within my classroom, I pull him back for small group learning. And during this small group, we're really working on letter recognition and phonics. And he also is allowed to go into a small group with his peers. And I have really noticed that he's benefited from this because he learns more from them. He's more comfortable with them. He's more susceptible to their corrections. And I've really been impressed with what he has learned from his peers. I really believe that you don't just say it, you show it. And we have cards. He's got cards for the bathroom, cards for the pencil, cards for lunch. So when he needs to go to the bathroom, he shows me the bathroom card, and I say bathroom. Or when I want him to get out a pencil, I show him the pencil card and tell him pencil. And I have been so amazed. Slowly but surely, we're not using these cards anymore, and he can tell me bathroom, or I can say pencil, and he's able to get out his pencil. So as I said, just by modeling and the one-on-one and the small group and don't say it, show it, he has really soared, and I've been really impressed with his improvement. Parental involvement is another huge thing for a student to be successful, which this has been a challenge for me because, as I said, the parents do not speak English. But I do believe parents and other family members have a considerable influence over their child's success in school. For that child to be successful, the teacher, the student, and the parent must work in collaboration. Slavin made the following recommendations to involve parents in their child's learning: home visits, newsletters, family workshop, positive calls home, inviting family members to volunteer, and making family members your partners. I've tried to implement as many of these as possible. I have not done a home visit, but I do send a weekly newsletter. I've invited the family in for English workshops. I call home and update, positive things that he's done in the classroom. I have invited them to volunteer for parties. And most of all, I've just really tried to make them comfortable and make them my partners, because we all have one goal in mind, and that is for this student to be successful. So by implementing these learning strategies and encouraging parental support and keeping this student motivated, I hope to create the perfect recipe for success.